Now I have unrouted it over here by the same one, unrouted all over there. Now I want to do a single layer. Certainly this is never going to work because the tracks are very close to each other. So what I will do over here, first of all, as you can see, these are the resistances 7. So I will try to make them far apart, and I will try to make this resistance or the IC over here, and then I will try to make this one in this configuration, and this one. Now here actually is going to be your skill set which you have learned up till now. Now what you have done over here, I have tried to make them in sequence, so still it's possible. And then this sorry about this one, and when I have this data pointer, so data point over here, so this is that mail header and all that stuff, and I have this IC, and I am going to make it in distance over here, and I am going to make it a little up over here. Now I have saved it. Now the reason of actually increasing the distance is that the software, when I ask it to auto route it, it does the maximum work for me, and the contentions which it gives to me, I am trying to remove those contentions. Okay? Now as you can see over here very carefully, and I am going to do the auto routing. Now here the problem can be that the software can stuck. So what I am going to do, I am just saving it, edit layer directions. This time I don't need to do the top layer, it's not used. Okay, I am going with default 2-layer board. If you want to go with the because it's single layer board, so it's nothing fancy. Even you use cleanup or the second one, no issues over there, because I am only using one layer, that is actually bottom. Now as soon as I will click this one, the software will actually try to do the connections. You can see in a strict way 82 of the 108 connections are done. So not big issue over there. So you have now 104 connections but with 27 contentions. So this means that it is going to create a lot of problems starting completion, but there are going to be 40 contentions over there. Now it's going to complete it on, it's going to try, it's going to give me the minimum number of contentions. Contentions mean that there are some tracks which are crisscrossing. They should not crisscross because they are different nets, but they are crisscrossing. So those crisscrossing points, I am going to convert them into vias jumpers. Jumper means just like if you remember your this breadboards over there, you use this jumper wire or this jumper wire or this jumper wire. So what I am going to do on this board or whatever I have, I am going to use jumpers, these ones, to connect them from the top. So basically I am trying to actually reduce my cost but keeping it single layer and still making that PCB. Sometimes you need this trick so that you can actually work on it. So you can see now it's taking a lot amount of time. There are still 32 contentions. So I hope so it does not get stuck, because sometimes when you have a lot of contentions and all that stuff, it's still taking 1 minute 37 seconds, and with 29 contentions it's going to take a lot of time if you even allow it. So let's see how much time it takes, and meanwhile let me just see if there is any question over there. Roll number 69, beta, there is a messaging chat section in MS Team. You can contact me over there. Beta, I have shared the PDF file in the conversation window in the very start. Also, please see that conversation window, or those who have still not seen it, or maybe they were late over here, I will share the assignment marks again over there. Okay, so I guess this is, let me just share again. Oh, sorry. So I'm sharing, I guess this is already uploaded, but again I have uploaded it. So those who are a little late, uh, let's just see what has occurred over here. You can see there are 64 contentions. The software has now actually gone haywire, and we can easily say that it's not possible for the software to actually do it over here, and I guess we will have to actually close this because it's taking 2 minutes 55 seconds. It's not that big PCB. The software is very professional, and the software can do the work in maybe like very carefully motherboards or PCs or some supercomputer designs, or maybe some ICs which are 4-layer or 5-layer PCBs. Now, one thing very important, 14-layer PCBs are also practically possible. By what 14-layer means, certainly this doesn't mean that you are going to actually make a 3D dimensional something which has going to have layers. Actually, there is going to be a top layer and a bottom layer, but in between those layers there is going to be some more layers. If it's the 14-layer PCB, so 12 layers are in between those two. In between there are some asbestos sheets or mica sheets over there, which is actually working as an insulator so that they don't short each other or something like that. Okay, so it has finished with 66 tensions and failed to complete one connection. Now this is I guess it has done a bad work over here, so software can do that. Let's just analyze what has happened. Okay, now as you can see, this has done a very bad work over here. So there are a lot of lines which are crisscrossing over here, and you can see this track is connected with this one, and then it is connected with this one, and then you have over here like this. Now the first thing first, I guess whenever you have something like this over there, start from the easy end. This section, all 7 are okay. This connection with the 7-volt line seems also okay. The only thing that you have to do is actually make it in a series so that it is according to some rules, and okay, this is done over there, and I guess inside the IC it's okay. So start from the easy way around where you can actually do it very carefully and easily. This is the ground connection. You can do a little bit more work over here on this side and you can correct it. I'm not going to do that one over here. I'm actually trying to tell you how you can actually do the work over here on this side. Now, first thing first, I hope so I have told you in the tutorial session also, that was on Saturday. I told you how to use this PCB filter. You know there are some nets from this point to this point and they have to be connected to each one of them. That's actually the most problematic thing. That's why there is a crisscrossing over here. So I will click on builder and belongs to net, and here I will write it A-R and select it. In fact, A-R, I will have to select A only because A-R is actually from the resistor to the IC. I only want to select A, so I have selected this A over here. Now I will deselect over here. एक second, let me dim. Okay, now what I have done over here, as you can see, I have selected in net A, masked the everything, and the rest of the pins are there. Now you can see from the circuit over here, this one passes straight away to here for the second pin, and from this second pin, now you can see there is a contention involved over there, and as soon as I will do this one, there is a green color. Why this is a green color? Because there is another track coming from the other one. So what I will do over here, now see this very carefully. I will click on this track, delete it, go on this one, place a pad here and place a pad here. What I have done, there is a track going from the below and now there is a jumper from the top side. So there is no need of a track on this. I am taking the wire from the top, no problem. So this will be easy for me. Then if you see over here, let me just first of all make them in straight line. So now here you can see there are again some problems over here. This one has to be connected to, let me just drag this one a little here. Now here you can see it is being crossing 2 or 3 different tracks over there. Now how I am actually going to do this one? One way around is this: I take a pad, place it here, and I place a pad here. Now what does it do? I can now delete this pad or this track, sorry, and I can delete, again selecting it and just pressing delete on your keyboard, and the remaining this one over here, and delete this one, and this is like this. Now there is an easy way around over here. Why? Because I can make this here like this, and I can make it like this, and I can place another pad over here like this, and I can place a pad over here like this. Now what will happen? Similarly, just like I have placed a jumper wire from here to here, a jumper wire can be placed from here to here, and a jumper wire can be placed from here to here. But yes, there are some tracks which are very close to each other. We will come on to that afterwards. But in this way, you can have a lot of tracks concluded here by adding vias over here. Now, I'm not going to do that work fully over here. I'm going to show you a file which I have already done, and it's done in 2 layers, in single layer, and it is having all the, okay, let me just see, actually maybe I have placed it somewhere else. Okay, maybe I have placed it somewhere, experiment number 3, okay, yes, this is PCB Design for experiment number 3, single layer. I'm opening this. Now, please see this diagram. It's in single layer. It is in single layer. Now, as I was telling you, this is not a big problem. This area also not a problem. Why? This was connected and this had to cross from here to here. But what I have done, I placed a fill area, and I can now connect, in fact I have missed one pad over here. So I can connect a jumper, because there is a hole here, I can place a jumper wire just like this one, and I can place it from this hole to this hole very easily. Secondly, I can have from this hole to this hole, because there is already a track flowing in below, so I cannot take that track. For that one I will require second layer. So this is going to be connected here like this, and then if I move on towards the other area, here the important thing, let me just change it to single layers. You can see what I have done. From the resistance, you can see this segment. What is this segment? This is B. B is connected with this pin, and then certainly it has to be connected to this pin. So what I have done, I have taken the wire, taken up till this point, added a pad, added another pad over there, and I can put a jumper wire. And you can see there is a transparent line over there, in fact a white line over there. So this is actually showing me that there is going to be a jumper wire. Similarly, that wire is flowing up till the very end. So all the 5, 7 segment B's here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th is already connected. And then if you see the next wire, which one is this one, that is A. So you can see A is connected with this segment, and then one wire can straight away go, because this is connected directly, this is connected directly, this is connected directly, this is connected directly. Then the third pin or the center pin over there, it's common cathode, no need of connecting it, I am connecting it with the below pin. So then the next pin, you can see over here, this one is which one? Let me just check. This one is F. So you can see this one is F, F is connected directly, F is connected directly, F is connected directly, F is connected directly, and from this F, this is going towards F over here. So in this same way, as you can see over here, I have added how many jumpers. Now just see this one. I'm going to count over here in front of you. You can see one line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19 here, 20, 21 and 22. So just in 22 jumper wires which are going to be done on the top side, and that's a single layer PCB, your PCB is ready. So the advantage is this, that by having some jumper wires, connecting them through the above over there, you can see over here, maybe on this PCB, I can just show you. I hope everyone can see this PCB. This is a single layer PCB. You can see over here, this is a single layer PCB over here, and I wanted to cross 2 points. You can see, now I'm just going to show you. Please see this very carefully. This soldered point is connected to this point, I guess, over there. So you can see what I have done. I have connected a jumper. I have not used a wire, I have just used a bare copper wire. So this is connected over here. So if I wanted to make a 2 layer, it would have been done. The size must have been reduced. But a single layer PCB is 2.5 times less costly. So this jumper wire, you can see another jumper wire over here. In fact, only 2 jumper wires in this whole PCB which you are seeing at present. So by adding jumper wires, you can use a single layer PCB. Now the same PCB which you are seeing over here in this one is practically physically also in my hand at present. Now let me just show you. This is the same PCB. Okay? Don't worry on this one. Actually, this is the black toner which is on this one. I will remove this. This is the same PCB. Now you must be thinking on this one that either this is a mirror image or maybe this one is a mirror image. Now actually when we draw it, we are actually seeing it from the top side, which means when we are drawing it, we are actually seeing it upside down. So if I have a light source over here on the bottom side, let me just show you. In fact, maybe I can show you that light source also over here. So you can see now, you can see the same thing which is written over here. This is the light source over here. So you can see I'm designing a PCB from the top side. But when it is printed over there, that is printed in this direction. So it's a mirror image. Because when we take a print of this one, we take a print on the sticker sheet or whatever that paper may be, and then we transfer it on this PCB and then it is etched together. You can see this is actually that black toner or marker over here. You can see when I have not peeled it off on my because in my lab I have a lot of moisture content, so it will oxidize. So I will wait for when I will be ready for actually making it in green color or maybe red color, this solder mask. You can see the solder mask, it has only the pads visible now. The tracks are solder masked, so it's not going to erode over there. So this is the same PCB. You can see this is experiment number 3. I have written my lab's name actually, 5x7 segment over there. So these are 5x7 segment, and no need of actually even having a double layer. I have made this PCB in this mask, and you can see this is a little on this one, this is a little larger than the size of my whole hand, but yes, the cost is very small. So this PCB but just having 21 or 22 jumpers. Now when I will be actually soldering this thing, I will actually move on. I will have this open in front of me and I will see, okay, this one has to be connected. So I will take a jumper wire and connect it. In fact, maybe I will make a small video maybe by tomorrow or day after tomorrow when I will be actually soldering this thing over here, and I will run this one from microcontroller and show you. Meanwhile, your assignment for this week is this, that you have to actually make this PCB. Now the size of the PCB which I have made is, let me just show you, this is the ruler by which you can use it. This is approximately 134 mm, and here on the width side it is approximately 71.755. Now this is not very good PCB. I can make it even more small. Why? Because you can see this space. This is useless. Why? Because I could have moved all of this PCB here and I could have space. This was approximately 10 mm more over there. So easily, or 10-15 mm more. So your target is this, that the maximum size of your PCB should not be more than 100 cross 100 mm. That's the maximum. Okay? Since you are going to do this jumper wire stuff for the very first time, so I'm not going to make it very difficult for you. But yes, anyone, again the same thing, if anyone can do it in something 70 cross 100 or something like that, you are most welcome. Mail me that screenshot in the chat window, and then maybe I can actually make that PCB before your next class. And just like this one, I made it for the Taimur. Actually, he had done a good work. I'm actually going to solder it today or maybe tomorrow, and I'm actually going to run this also and make a small video for you. And meanwhile also, my first priority is actually this PCB, so that I actually can show you that this is actually running. Don't worry, this is not eroded. This is actually just copper. It has actually just the black ink has been actually eroded off. I leave that black ink so that it does not erode, because copper is very easily, corrosion is done and it can erode off very easily. Plus one thing very important, please see, I have still made the fill areas. Fill areas are huge over there. You can see the fill area, they are approximately very much thick over there, because they are actually taking a lot amount of current and it's taking the whole 5 volt towards everything. So there is a dip switch. If I make you on the all layers over here, let me just make on the all layers over here. So you have that ULN2803, you have that dip switch. That dip switch and ULN, only 5 channels are being used, or 5 bits are being used, and this is the 5-pin male header connected over there. The ground pin is also large, having a large thickness, and then it is connected with the ground overall. And one thing more, this is the 5 volt connected with this IC. So maybe this jumper wire which is going to be connected, you can do it with a very thick wire, because but still even a jumper wire can handle very easily 100 or 200 milliamperes of current. So no issues even if you use a jumper wire. But this is your experiment number 3. Please don't make your PCB maybe an exact copy of this one, but try to make it. That's why I've given you a size of 100 cross 100, and this time whoever is going to be giving me the top 3 students who will give me the smallest size, okay, the top 3 who are certainly going to be less than 100 cross 100 or maybe 100 cross 70 or something, I will make their previous marks full 10 for the assignment number 1 or assignment number 2, irrespective of whatever they have achieved. So this is your week number 4 task over here, and this is your experiment circuit diagram. It's available on your web page, my web page also, and I have shared that in the chat window also. I will share this data in the WhatsApp group also. So any questions, Ji? Please. Beta, libraries are the same, nothing fancy. The only thing I have added over here is this, that you are actually going to use ULN2803, the same from dual inline package. Nothing changed, everything is the very same from the last experiment. No new library is being introduced. No new library is being introduced. Everything is the very same. Okay? Everything is the very same which you are going to use over there. Any other questions? Let me just see. Beta, ULN2803, let me just show you. ULN2803, let me just show you. This is a zoom in picture. ULN2803. This is DIP 18 from dual inline package library. DIP 18 from dual inline package library, from where you already took this 74HC4511. DIP 16 from dual inline package. So nothing changed over there. And as far as the 7 segments are concerned, they are also the very same, that is LED DIP -10/14.27. Those of you who have used the wrong footprint, please kindly correct them and keep them with you. Don't upload them over there now. We will give you a separate link at some time, maybe in this week, so that, but please, all of you who have been given their feedback on their assignment, please correct them. And beta, if you have done your last assignment yourself, you already know the name of your libraries. No, but why you want to use DIP 10? DIP 10 can't be used because ULN2803 IC is always available in an 18-pin package. It's not available in 10-pin package. So you will have to use an 18-pin. Okay? It's not possible. And also DIP switch, it's either available in 8-bit, it's either available in 4-bit, it's either available in 2-bit, I guess 2-bit only, not in even 1-bit. So you have to use that 8-bit over there because that is actually the requirement over there. So you will have to use that way, and this all pins are going to be connected to your VCC as it is done for this DIP switch over there. No, but DIP 10 is not practically available. Roll number 20, DIP 10 is not available. Okay? DIP 10 is, even if it is available as a library, you can't use it because ULN2803 is an 18-pin package. Even if you are using 10 pins of it, the rest of them are going to be not connect or NC. Normally in electronics, whenever any pin is not connected to anything, we call it NC. No connect, not contact anything, whatever. Number 39, what's the question? Are the added pads to be netted? I can't get your question, beta. Beta, fill area, I have told you this picture I have given you, or this PCB which I have already made. It's a perfect example. I have tried to maintain from the VCC. You can see from VCC to the regulator. It's going to be huge current, its fill area large. From the ground to this regulator ground, its thickness is more. Then from this ground, you can see this ground is traveling. So let me just give you an idea. If I click on belongs to net and click on ground, this is the ground. So this is the, let me just mask it. Now you can see very easily, wherever there is a ground, you can see it is in very thick lines. Okay? It's very thick. Here I have made it deliberately large because there was a 1K resistance in different orientation. That's why I made it thick. Otherwise, the normal thickness is this one, which is going from here to this ground. So this point to the ground is important because this ULN2803 is going to take the 7-segment current here, 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 here. So I'm going to have a large current. So that's why I need fill areas of large. Your assignment is with a single layer, not double layer. You can do a double layer for your understanding or whatever, but your assignment is single layer so that you can actually do it over there. Muhammad Umar, please ask Sir Bilal if he is here in the WhatsApp group. One thing very important, WhatsApp group has been made only for the questions which are repeatedly being asked. Please don't use that WhatsApp group for any forward message or something like that. This is roll number 9 coming from where, and I'm almost at the end of your class. So your assignment is single layer. Any other questions? So this is your assignment, and this is your PCB which I have already made it. I will actually make it solder masked by using maybe green color. Let me just check if I have some green color. I guess green color is not much in me, so maybe I will use it also. Red again, but I will show you hopefully. So Sir Bilal has actually replied to you. Those students who have filled the form, they are only added in the WhatsApp group. We need your data. I guess Bilal, we asked the CRs also to give us a data that how many of the students are in the Lahore region or near about, and CRs please, I need data on this by tonight or by tomorrow morning. Please make it available. I need to decide on the toolboxes, how those toolboxes can be given to you. So I need data of all those students, those who are away from Lahore and those who are near Lahore. And I need factual data. Please don't give me fake data on this one. I need your names, your roll numbers, and those who are near Lahore. And near Lahore means those who can come to UET at a specific date to collect your toolbox. If you can't, we will have some other day or some other scheme for you. We are deciding on that purpose over there. So because actually 2019 session, they have still not returned some 17 or 18 toolboxes. So I'm still waiting for them. Like for the next 2-3 days, I will have all of their toolboxes returned before their exams, which are actually commencing from next week. Roll number 27, if you want to show us your home or whatever, please turn off your camera. Bilal, please have this student roll number 27 marked as absent and make his roll number pointed out. Any other question? Please write down in the conversation window. And I guess experiment number 3, I have shared the circuit diagram. It's also available on my website. I have shared this detailed discussion, and hopefully I will be uploading this recording also and as soon as I complete this recording. In fact, if there are no other questions, I will just turn off this recording and we can then I have made this as in 2 parts so that load on one video is not more, and then I can upload it easily, not more than like half an hour more. So any questions, please students, ask me at present.